our next speaker is Arpan, and he'll be speaking about lightning talks among teams.
I'm Arpan, and before going ahead with the introduction, let's complete with the flash talk. Now, these are pretty obvious things that a lot of organizations follow. What happens as you set up your code project, some problems arise. Similarly, some problems arise in the functionality of your team as well. Let's move ahead. You create a new Rails project. Similarly, you set up your own startup, and yay, your product is up, live, users are there. But then, yay, there are more problems as well. Well, the server gives you out of memory error or undefined work for deadline class. What happens is your team members, they are like every time you give them some work, they are already overloaded. On the other hand, the work or the deadline gets lost. So how do I solve it? I mean, this is literally your state. Now, Rails has something called bybug. You pause the work, and you look at what's happening. Everyone's a part of the framework. So let's solve it according to the framework. Now, just like this is a flash talk, this is a lightning talk, you can have flash talks within your team, wherein you can set some guidelines, like what am I working on, what is the next thing I'm working on, what would I like to work on, and what's my deadlines, will I be able to meet them or not? These would be quick slides that your team members or the team leaders would be showing, and then you can get a complete status of what's going on. Now, but what's your role in that? I mean, you're just getting the information. Well, your role as a leader is to motivate your team, to get them to know the big picture, what's happening around in your team, how your organization is growing in different directions, and yes, to be merged into their work. You do git merge all the branches, so yes, you should be merged accordingly. Now, again, work's done, party time. Well, parties are a very good way to let loose, let go of things, but parties are also a very good way to interact and have some intelligent games. There might be people who are not getting along together. There might be people who are getting along very well together. Now, this is a good time to get those people who are not getting along very well together to utilize each other's strengths and work as a team. So yeah, that's one of the ways you could do. Now, again, you always push to the master. And being a founder or a leader, you could be like sitting at the top, but the actuality is you are the root. So you should be acting like one. Now, again, as a leader, as you all should have studied about, what you see is what you get in HTML editors. As a founder, you should be doing what you say is what you give. Value your commitments, because that's what creates partners in your team members. And since time is running out, thank you. I'm Arpan, and I'm as a coder in Kalpavriksha and teaching at Coding Ninjas and an organizer with GDC New Delhi. Thank you.